My name is Justin. I am an arborist from Colorado. I actually was working in Colorado Springs for the last 13 years. The pandemic changed my life significantly, so I packed up everything and moved to South Africa. That's where my wife is from. That's how I ended up here. And I'm now cutting trees in South Africa. I sold my business, sold my chippers, sold all my equipment, and moved here. And I'm just contract climbing now. I'm trying to get, back on my feet. I've been here almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in February. And it's been quite the experience. Back to basics for sure. I don't have a chipper right now. The companies that I work for do not have chippers. It's cheaper here to actually hire a bunch of guys to load everything into a flatbed and cut it up and haul it away than it is to chip it, because the refuse yards here, the brush yards and the dumps, they don't charge anything. It's always free to dump green material. So there's no real reason to get a chipper here. And there's a lot of people that want to work. So it's easier to just get lots of hands. Now, teaching those hands to run ropes and to not shake the shit out of you when you're climbing a tree and dropping a big limb, it takes patience. You have to set some safety countermeasures for yourself, because they're going to get it wrong the first few times. But now I'm training the people in this country to do what we do in the US and Europe. So let me be clear, there is no governing body in this country for tree work safety. There is a health and safety protocol officer that can be on site on certain sites, but usually only larger companies will hire a health and safety officer. And all they mandate is helmets and chaps and eye pro and ear pro, and that's really, actually, they don't even mandate ear pro, just eye pro. So trying to teach people rope access or long rope work in Africa is actually kind of nice, because I don't have to stick to all the rules. Obviously, there's some certain things that you do stick to. You always teach people to cut with 2 lines in and, use a flip line all the time, blah, blah, blah. But if there's an instance where it's easier to cut without a flip line in because it's safer, because you're cutting a snag, or the tree might move big time if you're around it and you don't have a breakaway flip line, just teach the guys to cut free fall and don't worry about the flip line, and you can get away with that here. So it's nice being able to navigate some of the silly rules that we have to abide by, but just focus on the important ones. So that's what I'm doing. I moved here and called several tree companies, told them that I didn't really want to run the company. I'm not trying to steal their business. I just want a contract climb. And I'm cutting for 3 different companies now. One main one, which is the branch manager. There's always a branch manager in every city, right? And then 2 other ones. One is called Dial a Drum, and then there's another guy that just operates under his own name. And just trying not to drag brush anymore. I drug brush for 14 years, 15 now, I guess. And my body is starting to give up in the lower back region, so I'm trying to spend my time teaching people what I know and getting people up to my level, and then, of course, doing the technical cutting and the work that's maybe a little too dangerous for those that don't have any experience.